What if the strange interstellar object known as 3I Atlas was not just a harmless visitor from deep space? What if its arrival marked something far more ominous? A reconnaissance probe, a dormant craft, or the first silent step in a much larger plan? We've spent decades asking whether we are alone. But what if the real question is something else entirely? What would actually happen if the Earth was confronted by an extraterrestrial presence? How would the United States respond? What plans exist behind classified doors? And is it possible that humanity has already had contact with something we cannot explain? Tonight, let's explore the United States Alien Contingency Plan. The history, the secrets, the science, the conspiracies, and the possibility that 3I Atlas might be part of a bigger mystery. The first moments of contact. If extraterrestrials arrived without warning, the first reactions would come from Earth's interconnected surveillance systems, not governments, machines. Every day, thousands of satellites track thermal signatures, orbital anomalies, radio frequencies, gravitational distortions, objects entering or leaving Earth's atmosphere. Space agencies like NASA, ESA, and the U.S. Space Force analyze these signals 24/7. If something enters our solar system on an unnatural trajectory or changes direction in space, alarms go off worldwide. Unlike in movies, the military wouldn't be guessing. Their computers would already know size, speed, materials, energy output, and potential threat level. And if 3I Atlas, an interstellar object, behaved in a way that wasn't natural, the data would be flagged instantly. The public might not know for weeks, but behind closed doors, government agencies would mobilize within minutes. The U.S. Military Response Strategy. The United States has no publicly acknowledged alien invasion plan, but it absolutely has protocols for unidentified aerial threats. Here's how the response unfolds. Step 1. Threat assessment. Agencies like NORAD, Space Force Delta Units, NSA, CIA, ARROW, would gather as much intel as possible. They'd study alien craft behavior, materials, biological signatures, and communication attempts. This phase is crucial because it determines whether the U.S. sees the arrival as peaceful, neutral, or hostile. Step 2. Containment. If a craft landed or hovered near Earth, containment would begin. Airspace closure, military exclusion zones, communication blackouts, cyber defense activation, attempts to intercept communication signals. The U.S. would prepare for both diplomacy and worst-case scenarios. Step 3. Countermeasures. If the extraterrestrials show hostile intent, or even just extreme technological presence, the U.S. military would attempt to respond with anti-missile systems, laser-guided weapons, space-based surveillance, electromagnetic warfare, nuclear deterrence. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Any civilization capable of traveling between stars is so far beyond us technologically that our weapons might not even register as threats. Our smartest missiles travel at Mach 10. Alien ships might manipulate gravity or warp space. Humanity might be trying to swat a spaceship with a pebble. Step 4. Collapse of conventional forces. If the extraterrestrial force overwhelmed Earth's defenses, which is likely, surviving military units would switch to underground bunkers, guerrilla-style resistance, EMP sabotage, information warfare. At this point, the United States would move into last stand mode, and the goal would shift from victory to survival. The scientific and diplomatic front. While the military mobilizes, scientists would become the real key players. SETI protocol. If extraterrestrial contact is confirmed, the SETI, First Contact Protocol, recommends informing the United Nations, involving the International Astronomical Union, global coordination of communication, no single nation acting alone, transparent public disclosure. But in reality, governments might attempt secrecy to avoid panic. The scientific challenge. Scientists would analyze alien materials, biological samples, energy sources, propulsion systems, communication methods. But the biggest obstacle wouldn't be understanding alien technology. It would be understanding alien intent. Why are they here? Curiosity, exploration, resource extraction, colonization, or something we can't even imagine. Technological disparity. This cannot be overstated. Any species capable of interstellar travel is likely thousands, maybe millions, of years ahead of us. We might not even recognize their technology as technology. A ship could appear. Biological, energy-based, holographic, symbiotic, or multi-dimensional. Human science might struggle just to describe what it sees. The official U.S. stance on extraterrestrials. Official government statements repeat the same line. No evidence of extraterrestrial visitation. No confirmed alien craft. No recovered technology. The Pentagon's Aero Office maintains that UAPs are misidentifications, foreign adversarial drones, atmospheric phenomena, or unexplained, but not evidence of aliens. Yet the reports continue. Despite the official denials, Navy pilots report objects outperforming all known aircraft. Intelligence officers describe craft with no propulsion systems. Radar operators track objects accelerating at impossible speeds. And Congress has taken these reports seriously enough to hold public hearings. If nothing is going on, why are so many credible witnesses stepping forward? UAP recovery claims. Former intelligence officer David Grush triggered global headlines when he claimed The U.S. has recovered alien craft. The materials are stored with aerospace contractors. Reverse engineering efforts have been ongoing for decades. The public is being misled. He claimed multiple insiders confirmed this to him, but provided no physical evidence the public could verify. Other whistleblowers, pilots, and scientists echo similar stories. Are they all lying? All mistaken? Or is this the biggest cover-up in modern history? Historical incidents that fuel suspicion. Roswell, 1947. The Army Air Force states they recovered a flying disc. The next day, they retract it, calling it a weather balloon. The original headline remains one of the most controversial press releases ever printed. Project Blue Book, 1952 to 1969. The government investigated 12,618 UFO cases. 701 remained unexplained, including military pilot encounters, radar confirmations, airline sightings, mass sightings over cities. Dr. J. Allen Hynek, their scientific advisor, later criticized the project as dismissive and biased. Bob Lazar, 1989. Lazar claimed he worked at S4 near Area 51. He saw 9 alien craft. He studied gravitational propulsion. He read documents describing alien crash recoveries. His story, whether real or fabricated, reshaped the entire UFO landscape. Project Bluebeam and theories of false flags. Project Bluebeam is a conspiracy theory claiming governments may stage a false alien invasion. Advanced holograms, drones, and psychological operations would be used. The goal is global unification under a single authority. Is it real? Or a warning about how easily governments can manipulate fear? Whether true or not, it shows how deeply people distrust official narratives. So what about 3I Atlas? 3I Atlas is officially labeled as a natural interstellar object with an unusual trajectory and unknown origin. But interstellar objects are rare. Their shapes, materials, and physics often defy our expectations. Some scientists believe interstellar visitors could be alien probes, dormant craft, automated surveyors, discarded technology, or interstellar debris from a destroyed civilization. So the question is 3I Atlas simply a rock passing by? Or is it part of a pattern? Is Earth being watched, surveyed, or prepared for something? Governments say no. Whistleblowers say yes. The truth lies somewhere in the shadows. So what do you think is going on? Let me know in the comments.